This is a meditative journey that I'm going to take you on where we will go and tap into the creative power within. So this is a good meditation to do if you're stuck on, having like writer's block or painter's block or whatever, where you're trying to create or come up with ideas in something. This meditation will help activate that, reset that energy within you, where we will tap into the deeper creative energy that's implanted inside all of us, to really bring that out. We're going to go into this realm where we're going to go and do some creative practices, creating some energy of light in our hands to go on to creating a little universe of our own, and also do some painting as well on this meditative journey. So I want you to just find a comfortable place to sit or lie down and relax, and we will begin. Either lying down, sit wherever you feel the most comfortable, and just relax and close your eyes. And go ahead and just focus on your breathing. I want you all to just focus on your root chakra, the base of your spine. Imagine roots growing out down into the earth, branching through the rock, the dirt, the water, in the earth, branching out in many different directions. Then as you breathe in, using the roots, draw up energy from the earth up to your root chakra, forcing out any stagnant energy that is there and pushing that back into the earth as you breathe out. Next, focus on your sacral chakra, right there in your gut. Drawing up energy up the roots, up your spine. As you breathe in, and pushing any stagnant energy of in your sacral chakra out, back down into the earth. On your next breath in, pull up energy to your heart chakra, or to your solar plexus, the base of your sternum. Drawing in fresh energy from earth as you breathe in, and pushing that stagnant energy back out, down into the earth as you breathe out. On your next cycle of breath, go ahead and breathe up all the way up your spine to your heart chakra, the center of your chest. Maybe curling your lips and smiling a little bit as you draw up energy to your heart from the earth. Fresh energy. And as you breathe out, breathe that energy back down into the earth, any stagnant energy to be recycled by the earth. Next, we'll move on to our throat chakra, breathing all the way up to our throat, maybe down into our arms, into our fingertips. You might feel tingling in your fingertips when you're doing this. Clearing out all that stagnant energy. As you breathe out, pushing it back down into the earth from your throat, down through the roots. Next, we'll move on up to our third eye, drawing up energy from the earth as we breathe in, and as we breathe out, pushing it back down into the earth.
Finally, breathing all the way up our spine, all the way up to the crown chakra, the top of our heads. Drawing in fresh energy from the earth and pushing out any stagnant energy back down to be recycled as you breathe out. Next, I want you to imagine a beam of white light coming down from the stars, from the clouds, from the universe, from space, down over our bodies, covering you and encasing you in this shield, this bubble of white and rainbow light, surrounding you, protecting your energy from anything that would want to come in and steal energy or interrupt this journey we're about to embark on. And then we want to call forth our higher selves to come and stand by us, to protect us, and to call forth any other beings of light and love that have been approved by our higher self to surround us. These beings of love and light protect us, stand by and guard us. Now I want us to focus on our sacral chakra again, on our stomach, and draw energy from our sacral chakra and project it out in front of us, using this creative energy to create a portal. Creating this portal of rainbow colors. When we're ready, go ahead and step through that portal. And on the other side, we'll find ourselves walking on the clouds. Around us, we might see some creatures jumping about, winged horses or unicorns, even some rainbows just shining around through the clouds. It's almost as if we're floating in the sky. As we look around, we'll see a being clothed in a multicolored cloak, standing there, smiling at us and waving to us. And as we approach them, they give us a canvas, a white canvas, used for painting. And they give us a brush and instruct us to paint. Tap into your creative senses, your creative abilities. Don't be afraid. This isn't about being good, or what you would call good or perfect. This is about just tapping into the inner power within you, a natural gift you've been given. Take this and paint. So we set the canvas up on an easel. Start creating, allowing our hand to be guided. Maybe like the times as a child where we would just doodle on our paper as the teacher was teaching us and instructing us. Instead of doing notes, we just drew whatever came to mind. But this time it's with color. Many different colors. Allowing it to flow out of us. Allowing ourselves to paint what our mind wants us to do, to create, knowing that there are no mistakes in this process. And as we paint, we notice that what's being put down is the state of how our heart is feeling. Maybe what our heart desires. When we're done painting, we're going to turn the easel over or around and let go of what we've done. Even if we didn't even finish, to accept that what was done is what needed to be done. And it's time to allow ourselves flow and do what we should do next. So we then look back at that being that gave us the easel, and they tell us to hold out our hands in front of us and focus on our hands, allowing ourselves to create a ball of energy in our palms. And then when we've created that ball of energy, to lift our hands and kind of throw it in the air. And it'll go in the air and it will stay there and stop. Then the being hands us a handful of dirt and rocks. And that's a little wet like clay, and tells us to take this and shape this clay into a planet. We're going to create a planet today. So molding that clay in our hands, we create a ball, a spherical object, and then we toss that up towards the sun, and the sun captures it. This little ball of energy captures it in its gravitational pull, and that rock we created just starts to flow around it. And then it stops in front of us after a few rotations. And then the being gives us a few seeds to place in the rock. So we place them in the rock, and small little plants start to grow. Seem to grow in particular places of the rock. And as they grow, we allow ourselves to control how the plants are growing and what colors come out of them. We can touch the stems or the leaves or the flowers, and upon a thought and a touch, we can change what color or texture they have. Then off the plants, they start to produce fruit. Very interesting fruit that seems to glow. Many different colors. And quickly before our eyes, the fruit matures and falls from the plants. It opens up like almost like eggshells, and little creatures come out of them. Some of the first creatures to dwell on this little planet that we've created. And like the plants, we can look at them and look at their futures and choose to change them or alter them. To be what we want them to be. To create them how we want to create them. We have the freedom to choose what they look like. And then we're given a pitcher of water. And we use that water and pour it in areas of this rock, this little planet, to create rivers and lakes and oceans. We also use some of the water to make the clay wet once again, to push up the earth and the dirt and the soil to create mountains or valleys. We allow our imaginations to guide us. We then repeat this process several times, spending the next few moments creating additional little planets, maybe some other stars, other solar systems, maybe even a whole universe right there before our eyes. as we continue to create, it may take time to look back on some of our older creations and watch how they've changed and moved on their own. Knowing it's important to cherish and admire our work. Or as a reflection of ourselves. It's a reflection of our own power, our own being. Now we want to, when we're ready, make some of the last finishing touches. Because it's almost time to return home. So when we're ready, we'll go ahead and lift our creation into the sky beyond the clouds, the clouded space that we're in, up into the air and out to join the rest of the universe. Then we're going to return our easel and our brush back to the being and thank them for this opportunity to create and to tap into our hidden power within ourselves. And then we're going to start journeying back through the realm that we're in to find the portal that we came through, that rainbow gate. And when we've found it, go ahead and step on through. When we step on through, we'll notice ourselves lying or sitting where we left our physical forms. And we'll go ahead and focus on drawing all the energy back through that portal, back into our spirit, closing the portal behind us when we're ready. And then gonna go ahead and floating back down to join our body once again. Allowing ourselves to come back into awareness, our consciousness inside our physical shape. Maybe wiggling our toes or our fingers, maybe adjusting our posture a little bit, kind of just slowly allowing our senses to be felt again inside our body. Allowing our awareness to come back slowly. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes.